Hi guys, it's Brandon Prince, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how I oriented the Beserk helmet to fit my build plate. So depending on your size of build plate will depend on how many pieces you cut it to. Right now I'm going to show you guys the back part, and then I'll show you guys the main piece, which is probably the hardest piece. So right now we have a couple of these, I guess, shingles, if you want to call it that. We're just gonna delete one more, because usually I can fit 2. 3 is kind of pushing it. I wouldn't really go for 3. I recommend just doing 2. If you have a bigger build plate, you can try 3, but for me 2 works. We're just gonna hit auto orientate, and you want the spikes to face up, since the other side is more of a flatter side. So you want the spikes facing up, and it's just gonna give better adhesion, and you won't need as much supports when you have it oriented this way. So you can just use auto orientate, and this will fit it to the direction you want. If it does the other way, where the spikes are at the bottom, you can just rotate it to this position. Right now you can see it says it doesn't fit, or this object is out of bound, so we're just gonna move it up front, and we're gonna kind of center them, just making sure this piece has enough room. We don't want them joining together. But yeah, that's how I oriented this back piece of the helmets. Just do 2 at a time, and make sure that the spikes are going up and not hitting the build plate. So let's go to the harder piece. Here it is. So as I was saying, I use 3D builder, and it groups everything together, even though I sliced it in 3D builder. So to separate them, just go to split and go to objects, and then this is gonna split them into the objects you cut them. So there we go. And then we're gonna work on the right side, so everything else you can delete. We're gonna start with this piece. We're gonna leave it standing up, and then you're gonna want to use either tree supports or normal supports to lift, or to have this support back here. So we're gonna leave it like this, and then we're just gonna rotate it like this, and that should fit right there. On the helmet that I printed, actually it was a little bit bigger, so I did 105%, and you can see it still fits. Depending if you have a smaller build plate, then you might have to cut this even further. Probably go down here, cut it like this, or maybe cut it right here. It's up to you where you want to cut it, but that's how I oriented the bottom jaw piece, and I did do it 1 piece at a time, just so it fits. So now let's go and do this piece right here. So delete this. I did the same for this piece, so I left it standing up, since if you lay it down it won't fit. So leaving it standing up is better, or at least makes it fit. So we're gonna leave it like this and do the same. You can either tilt it up front, tilt it to the back, maybe kind of tilt it like this. So depending, I think that's how I did it, because I had a couple supports in the inside. You don't really want to make the supports on the outside, because I've noticed when I use tree supports, it kind of leaves a residue behind where that tree where that point of the tree support hit. So you want to go on the inside, because even though there might be a residue, you won't see that. So I recommend tilting it towards the inside so the supports hit the inside. That's going to be the end of this video. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, comment down below if this helped, and if you have any more questions. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.